Hey, good afternoon. Russell Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. That's the daily check-in. I do it daily, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at least. I'm live here on YouTube, live on LinkedIn, live on X, right? And the replay will be on those same platforms as well as Facebook. Hope you guys are doing well. Please hold on while I check to make sure I am live on the platforms I'm supposed to be live on, specifically LinkedIn. And okay, there we go. I see myself. So let me just put myself here because I like looking at it. But hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday to everybody. I know I didn't do the check-in on Friday because I was traveling. I was actually in Houston, flew from LA to Houston. Some of you guys may have seen that on I posted some stuff on Instagram that at the airport, not a situation. You know what? Let me just say this, and let me just say this before I get into anything else. You know what? You never know with social media when you post things. You never know who's reading the thing that you're posting, especially if you tag someone on it and you don't know if they saw the tag, or if they even care about the tag that you tagged them on, right? So the same information you're posting to everyone else, they're getting it as well, right? Okay, so let me tell you what I'm talking about, what I'm saying. On Friday, I posted something. There was a delay. I fly Southwest Airlines, and I love Southwest Airlines, so don't get me wrong on that. In fact, I've been flying them since '95. For 29 years, I've been flying Southwest Airlines, so I'm a big fan. So anyway, so I'm flying from LAX to Houston on last Friday, and there was a delay. And everyone knows that if you fly enough, there's going to be some delays, right? You're going to experience some kind of delays or some kind of issues or whatever. So that's just part of traveling for me, right? But I had posted this thing, and I thought it was kind of funny. I posted, this delay, and I had a little meme on there, and the meme it was animated, and he was like looking at his watch and like, that kind of stuff. Go to my my Instagram page, Russell of Hotels, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's the last thing I posted. Excuse me, last Friday. So I posted it, and I didn't think anything of it, right? I just posted it, boom, went on with life, got on the flight an hour later. So the flight was delayed about an hour. So went on with life, got to to Houston, got my car, rental car, and all that stuff, and just continued with life. I didn't think about the delay at all until this morning. Excuse me. So this morning, and I normally don't receive things like say a survey. Every now and then you get surveys from the airlines or the rental car company or whatever. They want to see how your experience was. Well, I got one from Southwest Airlines. Okay, so it started off as like a routine kind of survey. How's your would you recommend Southwest Airlines? How was this? How was that? How was the check-in? How was the boarding process? Did you ask questions? Were they, whatever? Were they clear on what they were talking about? Whatever. All that stuff is normally a 10 for me. Okay, yeah, they did what they're supposed to do because there's not a lot of, it's no frills. Okay, so and I like that, right? So okay, and then it went a step further. It said we understand you had an incident or an issue with something. I'm like, huh? And I didn't think about. I was like, what are they talking about? So I'm looking into the questions and all that stuff, and it was asking about delays and did you have to rebook your flight and all that stuff. And the only thing I can relate it to was the posting that I did on Friday. I'm like, I did post something, so how else would they know some of the things to ask me those specific questions? I didn't know, so I guess I said that to say this. You just don't know if they actually are reading. Well, now I know that at least Southwest Airlines is. Now I'm a Rapid Rewards member from way back I'm an original Rapid Rewards member from '95, right? 29 years ago. So I've been flying with them forever. So and I'm cool with them, and I love the service. I love everything I get from them and all that stuff. So I remember back in the day when for every four trips that you took, every four paid round trip tickets, you would get one free. So it wasn't about how many miles and how many points you accumulated. No, it had to do with trips. Now they started, you had to accumulate points and all that stuff, or mileage or whatever. But no, back in the day, it was like every fourth round trip that you took, you'll get another one free. So I was traveling every month. So I got like 3 a year. So that was cool, right? So Southwest Airlines has always been cool with me. Thank you so much. And I appreciate them, sending me the survey. And I just basically said everything was cool, everything was fine. And, that's not going to deter me from that one little thing. Like I said, it wasn't like I missed anything. My rental car was still there. The hotel room was still there, so it wasn't like it was gone. It wasn't like it was late. It was like an hour later, and it was I got there instead of 1:30, I got there at 2:30 in the afternoon. So it was no big deal. So it was all right. But no, I appreciate them monitoring the social media, the customer service. So that's what it's all about. I always mention at the hotels, like if you're, once you do have an established social media page, a platform, like say on Instagram or whatever, when people make comments and people tag you on them, you need to read those tags and see exactly what they're saying and why are they tagging you. So sometimes hotels they'll ignore that stuff when a lot of things, maybe there's some issues that we really need to pay attention to. But when you're on social media, you do open yourself up for things like this, for people to tag you, questions that people may ask. So you got to be open to all that, and you do have to respond to that stuff. So once again, I just like to thank Southwest Airlines for, for monitoring it and to sending me that questionnaire and asking me to make sure everything was okay. So and everything was good. So hey, you know what? Let me just give Southwest Airlines one time because everybody ain't doing that. Everybody's not responding like they did. So I appreciate you guys. So keep it up. Do what you do. Keep it up. So anyway, let me turn on the comments here. The comment is open. So if you guys have questions at all, I'm all about engagement. I love questions. I love people just to say, hey, how you doing? Or, hey, I'm here, I'm there, coming in loud and clear, whatever the heck it is. Or what the heck are you doing? But anyway, so this is UCLA Lake Arrowhead Resort, just in case you did not know. It used to be called the Lake Arrowhead Lodge, but it's called, I think, UCLA Lake Arrowhead Resort. I've had many meetings here. In fact, coming up on for this one particular client, I think we have one, or they have one, not we. I helped plan it, but I helped with the site selection, excuse me. So they have another one in August. So I think that'll be the 4th program we've done here at this. And they're very happy with UCLA. So thank you, UCLA Lake Arrowhead Resort, for making things happen. 200 people. If you have 200 or less people that want, like a resort kind of setting or a retreat kind of setting, this is it. Sits on a lake. Of course, in the winter and in the fall, you start getting the color, changing the color of the leaves. You got snow and all that stuff. So if you're into all that, it's the place to go. It is about 5,500 to 6,000 feet up, I believe. So yeah, it's uphill to get there. So, but a lot of schools go up there for camps and things like that. And there's a couple retreats that are specifically for like educational groups and corporate groups and things like that. So mine is an educational group that goes up there at least 4 times a year, and I think we have one other time next year to go up there as well. So they've been doing a good job. So thank you so much to UCLA Lake Arrowhead Lodge or Lake Arrowhead Resort. Appreciate you. And I think I have one other photo to show you, another whatever. I don't know if it's a video or whatever, but every time I do a daily check-in or my live hospitality talk show, called On Air with Russell of Hotels, that show everyone's talking about, I'm always going to showcase or highlight or show off a hotel, or in this case, a conference center or a resort for retreats and things like that. So that's my job, right? My job as a hotel site selection person is to show you hotel sites or places where people can have meetings, potential meetings, or just potential overnight stays, however you want to look at it. I'm here to help. So I'm a resource, and that's what I do. So my job is to showcase some of the places that I've been to, that I've experienced, and just keep in mind that I will never show anything that I have not experienced. So if I have not experienced, UCLA Lake Arrowhead Resort, I wouldn't be showing it. Okay, but because I've been there, I've stayed there, I've experienced it, I've eaten the food, blah, 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 I can show it, right? I can confidently show it to you, because that's what it's all about. So you got to be have some integrity when it comes to that stuff, because a lot of people will just show things and they never even experienced it. Well, I ain't one of those people. So just remember that anything I show, I've been there and I experienced it. I can answer questions about it if you had questions about it, and I'll have my email at the end of this little segment. If you guys have any questions at all, you can feel free to just reach out and touch. You know what I sent? And speaking of that, I don't understand how some people operate. But last week, someone had made comments or asked questions on my thing here on this daily check-in. Asked me some questions that really, from what I gathered, didn't have anything to do with hospitality or any of the stuff I was talking about. But that's okay. But if you have questions at all, feel free to. If I give my email, that's for anyone to email me, right? So I gave information. This person was asking me questions or whatever. I said, hey, we can definitely do this offline. So here's my email. Respond to me. Didn't email me with, send me messages, the end messages on LinkedIn, which is fine as well. But when I'm starting to ask questions, it never got a clear answer, kind of spotty and things like that. So if I'm taking the time to give you this information, can you take the time and concentrate and I'm trying to help you. You're the one that asked me questions, so of course I want to get those questions answered, right? So I'm only as good as the questions you continue to ask me or the engagement that we continue to have. Even if it's on via email, respond to a timely manner. You know what I mean? I'm like, why? And this is last week, about a week ago, and to this day, I still haven't got a full picture of what this person needed or what questions she had and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of, to me, it's kind of strange. But like I said, I put myself out there because I want to help, right? So if I'm offering to help, just all I'm asking, the people to do is a follow through on what you're asking me, right? So if you need something answered, you need, some situations happening, that's fine, and you just want to know how to handle certain things. Okay, I'm here to assist, but follow up. Let's continue the conversation. Let's don't cut it off and I never hear from this person again. I'm wondering what the heck happened? You know what I mean? So anyway, maybe I shouldn't be tripping about it, but I'm just I give you information. I give you my contact information because I want to help. So stay involved. You know what I mean? Don't just give me a little bit and boom, ghost me. I don't like being ghosted. Ghosted. I don't like being ghosted. Anyway, so every time I do one of these things, daily check-in, I have a topic, right? And today is no exception. So I have a quick little brief topic, and they normally don't take long. I'm at 13 minutes right now into this daily check-in, or a live, like some people call it. So they typically go about 20, 30 minutes. So it shouldn't be that long. So just be patient with me. If you have questions at all, please feel free to reach out and touch, or reach out with your questions. AI and the hospitality or the hotel guest experience. 5 reasons why I can't speak. 5 reasons why guests should embrace AI. We're all talking about this AI, and some people are like, oh, it's taking jobs. Oh my God. Well, let me just say this. Some jobs need to be taken, okay? But remember, AI only gives you, if you don't put information in the AI, it's not going to give you anything back. It doesn't have a mind of its own. So if people are thinking that AI are taking jobs, learn more about AI. Maybe you can be one of those people that facilitates what AI does, right? Because it only does what you tell it to do, right? I've used it daily now. So, and it only tells you, not only going to give you information that you ask. And there's certain prompts, meaning you have to say things a certain way for it to respond a certain way, to give you certain things. You just can't put it you probably can't put in a word and just it'll interpret it however it wants to interpret it, because it's coming off information that a lot of people have put in, not just you, but everybody in the world that's using, say, for instance, Chat GPT. So it's taking that everything that's everybody has put in there, not just you, right? It's not your personal AI. It's a worldwide thing, right? So it's learning as it goes. And if it never, been asked certain questions, you have to know how to prompt it to give you the response that you're looking for. So is it taking over? Oh my God, it's taking over. No, I don't think so. But I do think we need to educate ourselves on what it is and what it does and how it can help you. There you go. Was that good enough right there? Okay, let's move on. So once again, the topic for today: AI and the guest experience. And this is hotel experience, right? The hotel guest. 5 reasons why guests should embrace AI. Personalized service. Okay, that's going kind of slow. Maybe I need to speed it up a little bit. Maybe I need to speed it up. Speed it up. No, there's a tortoise and a hare right there, so I'm gonna go more to the hare, and it's gonna speed up a little bit. So anyway, okay. What came first, the tortoise or the hare? Or what's the fastest, the tortoise or the hare? Anyway, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from. So anyway, personalized service. Example, AI can analyze guest preferences and past behavior to offer tailored recommendations and services. For instance, Marriott's Bonvoy app uses AI to remember guest preferences like room temperature, preferred floor, and amenity preferences, ensuring a personalized experience for repeat guests. So yeah, so it's learning. So all those things have been put into an AI, right? Or it's now AIatized. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's is that a word? I don't know. AIatized. Anyway, if you're a member of Marriott's Bonvoy, it takes all the information that your profile and all that stuff. Well, they actually now put it into a system and it's AI driven. So if AI recognizes that you've been that you're staying at another hotel, another Marriott hotel, it's going to take your preferences and say, hey, okay, it's going to match you up with your preferences. Okay, they need temperature this, they need a high floor, they don't want to be near ice machines, they don't want to be near the elevator, and they need a king room or king bed. I mean, it's going to take all those things and it's going to remember. So it's going to be a little bit more efficient, or a lot more efficient, because now it remembers. And maybe it also knows what like if they have room service there, maybe they know your room service history, what you're used to ordering. And maybe it's in your room already. Let's say, I like Arnold Palmer's, right? And I order the ones that are in a can. I can't think of the brand, but it's the can Arnold Palmer, right? Maybe they know that, and maybe they'll have it in there already. Of course, they're going to charge me for it. It's not going to be free, but they know based on my history, I already have that. And maybe AI can flag that, and it goes to the food and beverage director or director of rooms or whatever, and it says, okay, Russell Edmond loves Arnold Palmer. 2 cans he ordered last time. He likes the high floor. He likes this. He likes that. Boom, and it's done. When you get in the room, it's there. Wouldn't that be great if you checked into your hotel room and all those stuff was already done? It was at the temperature. I like it at 68 degrees. Okay, it's at 68 degrees. I like the shade or the curtains not all the way open, but partially closed. Boom. What if that was done already? What if the bed is already turned down for you? Oh, man, what if? That's the thing. So when people they say, oh, I don't like AI. Well, what is AI doing? What don't you like about it? Now, if it's in the hotel sense, personalized service is a good thing, right? So anytime it can help out a person do their job, I'm all for it. So if I'm getting all those things that I just mentioned, hey, what do I sign up? I'm a Bonvoy member. Are you guys Bonvoy members? Are you loyalty members at all to anything? Because everybody's going to this AI, thing. Okay, AI thing. It's a thing, right? Everyone's going to that. So make sure you are members of whatever loyalty program. I just, rented from Hertz. I'm a Hertz member, Hertz rental car. I'm a Marriott Bonvoy, as well as, Hilton Honors and some of the other hotels as well. So Southwest Airlines, of course, I'm Rapid Rewards member. All those things you need to, but I'm members of every airline that I've ever flown in my life. So they're free. And you just don't know the perks that you're missing out on. So just make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're embracing that first and foremost. And if they have AI to enhance your personalized service or the personalized service of a hotel or whatever service industry there happens to be, airline, rental car, food, whatever it is, let's go with it. Number 2, efficient check-in and check-out. Efficient check-in. Example. AI kiosks and mobile apps facilitate seamless check-in, check-out processes. The Hilton Honors app, for example, allows guests to check in, select their room, and use their smartphone as a room key, all without stopping at the front desk. Who wants to go to the front desk? The front desk, oh, that's so passe. Why would I go there? Oh my God, are you kidding me? People still work there? No, I don't go there. Anyway, why embrace it? This technology eliminates the need to wait in long lines, allowing guests to check in and out at their convenience. Guests can use their smartphones to complete these processes quickly and effortlessly, embracing their overall satisfaction. Additionally, it reduces physical contact, which is particularly important in maintaining health and safety standards. Yeah, going back to that whole, what was that, social distancing and all that kind of stuff, right? It goes back to that. So, but remember that, the smart apps, the kiosk and the mobile check-ins, that was already invented before COVID, just so people that don't know, they know now, right? It was already there, it just wasn't pushed. And it's still not being pushed as much, other than when I'm mentioning it. I don't know why that is, but that's my job, right? My job is to mention this stuff and to make sure that these hotels have it. And if they don't, you complain about it. You know what I mean? Just like I mentioned, I wasn't really complaining, but I was just explaining what was going on during my flight. And I happened to tag Southwest Airlines on it. So if there's something going on at a Hilton hotel or a Marriott hotel or IHG or Hyatt or whatever, make sure you mention it in a post and tag them on it and see if they respond. You just never know what you're going to get, right? You never know what the reply is going to be. So it may be to your benefit. So let's do it. We have the tools to do it. We just have to do it. But yeah, so number 2 was efficient check-in and check-out. Like, who wants to go to the front desk? I don't go to the front desk. Well, I may go to check in depending on depending on what I need at the front desk. So I need to check on something or double check, or I need to make sure they got the right credit card or whatever. So I may stop by to do that, or to ask questions. Do you clean my room every day? You know what I mean? So there's questions you could ask, right? But some people just bypass it altogether. They don't have to go there at all. So, but there's still gonna be the old school people that do it, and that's fine. And that's why we need the people at the front desk. Okay. So are they gonna be replaced? Nah, no time soon. Okay. Number 3, smart room controls. Example: AI enables smart room smart room features like voice-activated controls for lighting, temperature, and entertainment. Hotels like the Wynn Las Vegas, which I think was about to be closed, have equipped their rooms with Amazon Echo devices. And so other hotels have done this too, but they use that as an example, allowing guests to control various room functions using voice commands. Why would you embrace it? Or why should you embrace it? Guests can enjoy a more comfortable and convenient stay by easily adjusting room settings to their preferences. Voice-activated assistants like Alexa, I got Alexa in my home right now, or Google Home can provide information about hotel services, local attractions, and more, making the stay more interactive and engaging. This level of convenience and control enhances the overall guest experience. So yeah, that's why you would embrace smart controls, right? I mean, like if I want to listen to the radio, I'll just say, hey, Alexa, play whatever station, KJLH, play that. And whatever is playing on KJLH, it'll play. Or if I want to listen to certain artists, I like the Isley Brothers. Hey, Alexa, play the Isley Brothers. Boom, it's going to play everything from the Isley Brothers and similar music, okay? And I know you guys use that as well, right? I remember when the technology, hotels were ahead of your home, right? That's why people went home. They're like, oh my God, I stayed at this hotel and they had this. I'm going to come home and do the same thing. I want what the hotel has because I loved it. The experience was great, right? Well, now it seems like it's the other way around. We're getting more things at the home, and hotels are missing out. They're forgetting about technology. So hotels, it needs to be the reverse, okay? You need to be ahead of the curve. People at home learn from you, not the other way around. At least that's how it used to be, okay? So just so you know. Number 4, enhanced security. Security. Example: all AI-driven security systems can monitor and analyze activity within the hotel to detect and respond to potential threats. Radisson Hotel Group, for example, uses AI to enhance its security systems, ensuring guest safety through real-time monitoring and anomaly detection. So something that's not within the norm, it's going to detect and it's going to report to somebody, right? Like, hey, you need to check this out, right? Like, oh my God, something's going on the fifth floor, and that's nothing. That's something new. So let's go investigate. So that's good that it's doing things that is picking up things that are out of the ordinary, right? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things that are just normal things like people passing the camera, going to the elevator, going to the room, whatever. But let's just say, and hopefully this never happens, like somebody's getting assaulted or somebody, whatever, something, somebody's, defacing property. That's an anomaly. That doesn't normally happen. So it's going to pick up on those things, right? So that's what this particular system does. And that's what you need. You need more of that because there's some crazy stuff that happens in a hotel. I almost said something else, but I'll just say crazy stuff. There's crazy stuff that happens in hotels all the time. And security systems have to be more sophisticated to pick this stuff up. And AI needs to, alert people of what's going on. Hey, there's something, bing, 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 bing. There's an anomaly going on, and this never happened before. It doesn't compute. Boo. Okay, and then the real person comes and like, oh my God, there's something going on here, and dispatches security to go and check it out. That's how this enhanced security works. So, yeah. So isn't that great? So, why embrace it? Guests can feel safer knowing that advanced security measures are in place. AI can help in quickly identifying unauthorized access or suspicious behavior, ensuring a secure environment for everyone. Enhanced security measures contribute to peace of mind for guests, making them more likely to choose the hotel for future stays. Not to mention, they'll tell like 10 other people. If it's a great experience, if they saw something they've never seen before, they're going to tell 10 other people, at least 10 other people, maybe other people. And who are those people going to tell? And that's what it's all about. That's kind of like, kind of self-promotion, right? If you do something that's on cutting edge, no one else has it, people they'll promote the heck out of your hotel. So just remember that stuff. People don't get it. They don't get it. Just like, and I mentioned this already, but this whole Southwest Airlines thing with me tagging them on the thing, right? Now people are seeing that. I posted that, right? So other people are seeing it. Other people are sharing it. I don't know how many people have seen it, right? And how many people will say, oh, God, Southwest Airlines is on top of it because, if I tag them, they'll do this, they'll do that. That's good promotion good PR for that company, right? And not that I was trying to create content for Southwest Airlines, but I just did, right? So that's what these things are for. That's what these daily check-ins, on air with Russell of hotels, the things that I post, it's for that. It's to create to create content for those particular organizations. So people, they know and they can act accordingly. If they want to book there, like, oh my God, I never even thought about that. And Russell's talking about it, so maybe it's a good thing. I'm just throwing it out there. That's what I do. I just throw it out there. Okay, the last one. See, I'm almost done. Don't worry. I told you, where am I? Oh, about 28 minutes. Okay. Efficient customer service. What is that all about, Russell? All chatbots and virtual assistants can handle guest inquiries and requests 24/7. For instance, the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas, or that's a hotel in Las Vegas, uses AI-powered chatbot named Rose, okay, Rose, to assist guests with various inquiries and requests via text message. Why embrace it? AI-powered customer service ensures that guests receive immediate assistance regardless of the time of day. This can include booking reservations, requesting room service, getting answers to common questions, enhancing the guest experience by providing prompt and efficient service, quick and effective communication, and communication can significantly improve guest satisfaction and loyalty. Yeah, if things are happening quickly, like so, instead of you calling, you're texting now. So someone is there 24/7 monitoring this text. It's coming across someone's computer. Like, I'm in 525. I need extra towels. Okay, boom. They dispatch that information to housekeeping, and they say, towels are on the way. Quick text message. I get it, like, okay, towels are on the way. You hear a knock at the door. Who is it? Towels. Okay, all right. So that's effective, right? That's customer service. That's efficient. So yeah, so a lot of hotels are going to that. So when you check in, they'll confirm that this is this is your cell phone. Okay, we'll be sending text messages, blah blah blah, whatever. For room service, I wanna, okay, here's your room service menu. They'll probably text you the room service menu if you didn't have one in there. You can pick, select, boom. Next thing you know, you got it, knocking at your door. Room service, your non-meat eats is here. So so there you go. So, AI people are like, oh my God, AI in hotels. No, I don't want that. Oh my God, it's taking jobs. Have you been to any hotel and they didn't have any? Well, actually, they need more people. They need more bodies. There's still a shortage, right? And it has nothing to do with AI. It has more to do with either hotels not hiring fast enough or people don't want to work. It's one of those two. But it has nothing to do with AI, why hotels may be understaffed. In conclusion, embracing AI in the hospitality or hotel industry offers numerous benefits that significantly enhance the guest experience. From personalized services and efficient processes to smart room controls and improved security, AI technology can create a more enjoyable, convenient, and secure stay for your guests. By understanding and leveraging these AI innovations, guests can look forward to a seamless and elevated hotel experience that caters to their individual needs and preferences. And that's what you want, individual needs and preferences. That's what you want to do. Hotels that adapt these technologies are likely to see increased guest satisfaction, loyalty, positive reviews, ultimately driving success in a competitive market. Yeah, you want to make sure you're outdoing the competition, right? So if they're not doing it, you want to make sure you're doing it, right? So there you go. So that was my 5 reasons hotel guests should embrace AI. Now this will be on my blog as well. I haven't put it there yet, but I will definitely put it there right after this show. So you can go to my website, which is russellofhotels.com. And you can find it. It'll be there, right? You'll be there. So yeah, and go to the blog portion. Okay, so go to the website, russellofhotels.com. You'll see the blog section at the top. Click on that, boom, and everything that we just talked about, probably a little bit more in detail, will be there. Okay, so I'm all about education of giving people stuff. I don't want to just say things and then you don't have anywhere to go back and find it unless you want to re-listen to this, which is fine. I embrace that as well. I accept that. So please do that as well. But it'll be on my website as well under the blog. And tomorrow, but I've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now, right? It's tomorrow. My next guest on air will be none other than Gilan. He's with GetSip.com. So SIP is and I've been using this as an example. They say you go to a restaurant or a hotel and you love it. You start posting pictures, and and we actually can be rewarded for that, right? It's called what is it called? User-generated content. So you're generating content, you're posting things. Basically, it's on behalf of that organization, that restaurant, that hotel. It's on behalf of them, right? But it's your content. And you use it the way you want to use it, right? So if you want to post it, I'm having a great time with the fellas and blah blah blah. So you're showing people at this one particular hotel having a great time, and you're tagging, once again, you're tagging that establishment on that post. Well, what if they were to reward you for that? Would that be great? Reward you maybe in a form of an amenity or an appetizer or another cocktail or another entree, maybe at a future stay or a future dinner, whatever. They will give you something, right? And that's what hotels and restaurants are doing that now. So this is a platform to do that. So Gilan's going to come on tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. Make sure you have your questions. Make sure you come on. It's going to be live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, live on X. Okay, so make sure you guys come back tomorrow, 1:00 PST, on air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about, right? Tomorrow, 1:00. Okay, so just make sure you guys are there. and we'll talk more about getsip.com. But in the meantime, go to getsip.com and check it out and see if Russell knows what he's talking about. I can be lying to you guys, right? So make sure you guys go and check it out. But it's called SIP, SYP. I think he's in New York now, but he's from Spain. Am I right, John? I hope I'm saying that right. He's from Europe. I just know that. But anyway, we'll talk more about that tomorrow. So make sure you guys check that out. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. Russell@russellofhotels.com is my email. My website, of course, is russellofhotels.com. Along with the blog, it's all there. You can find out who I am, what I do, why I do what I do, all that stuff, when I got started. All that stuff is there at your fingertips, okay? So until tomorrow, for On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show. And my guest tomorrow, who's my guest going to be? None other than Gilan, getsip.com. So make sure you guys check that out and make sure you're there tomorrow, 1 o'clock, and it's going to be a great show. He's already asked me, what kind of questions am I going to ask? I'm like, dude, you'll never know that. But what you will know is the questions that I do ask, you will have the answers to. So that's one way of just keeping the show, organic. I'm just asking questions. It's just a conversation. It's not an interview. It's a conversation with two people that, have some commonality, the hospitality industry. And my questions are just more about who he is, how he got started, how can that help the industry, what motivated him to do this? Because I thought it was a genius idea because I've been thinking about that. Well, why hasn't someone come out with that? You know what I mean? So why aren't establishments rewarding people that post on their behalf with that user-generated content? So we're going to talk about that stuff, right? So I think it's going to be a dope show. It's going to be a dope show. It's going to be lit. It's going to be off the chain. So anyway, all those old acronyms, old sayings or whatever. So I'm trying to be cool and hip, okay? So anyway, that is it. We're at 37 minutes, and like I said, I try to keep these between 20 and 30 minutes. Well, sometimes they do go a little over, sometimes a little winded. Maybe sometimes the subject matter is, a little bit more detailed, and we need to spend a little bit more time. So there you go. That is it, guys. Have a great day. Have a great Monday, and we'll see you on Tuesday for On Air with Russell of Hotels, which comes on tomorrow, Tuesday at 1 o'clock PST. So that is it. Until tomorrow, you guys have a great day. As always,